Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we are talking about the dramatic update that hit us. A server-side update, so you didn't have to download it, but there was a massive change to the fortresses and how much experience you will now gain from them. Previously, it was that Ruins Chamber 1 gave you 500 XP every time you completed. It's now a lot less. So we're going to be looking at how much experience you can get from all those different chambers now. We're going to be looking at whether you get different levels of XP for using different rune stones, level 1 and level 2, level 3 and so on. And finally what we're going to be doing is working out how much experience you can now get from grinding in a fortress, and also whether it's actually even worth grinding chamber level 1s now versus chamber levels higher. And we're looking at the level that gives you around 500 XP in the same way, and looking at how much longer it's going to take you to get that 500 XP compared to how much it used to. Okay, so let's get into it. So here's what I did. I went out earlier and I battled in every single chamber, which is written all down here, doing a little bit of research into looking at how much experience you get for each level. So previously, 500 XP from completing the level 1 Runes Chamber with a Brain Elixir on. Now, 128 experience. At level 2, you will get 86, 172 experience if you're using an Elixir. 114 at level 3, 220 XP with Elixir. 145 at level 4, 290 XP with the Brain Elixir. Level 5, you'll get 180 XP, so 360 with a double on. And level 6 will give you 217 experience, doubled makes that 434. Level 7 gets us close to where we were getting XP in previous update, and that's 244 for completing that, and 488 experience with a Brain Elixir. Now this is the first time I've ever completed a level 8, and it was probably too high in that I had to use potions. Before that, I don't have to use any potions, and that gave me 288 experience, 576 with a Brain Elixir on. Now I'm going to put all this information into a nice little cue card that you can have hopefully down on your phone, something to refer to if you want to check this out, or have it on your phone or have on your computer, sorry. Now I'll put that in the description below, and a link to it. So what can we read from this? It takes a lot longer to earn that 500 experience now. What I wanted to do was compare how much experience that you gain at level 7 in 30 minutes and how much you would gain at level 1 in 30 minutes now, to see whether level 1 grinding is actually effective for experience as well. So here are the results. Level 7, I had to grind out a fair few and average it, because obviously sometimes you will get good matches. So on one I had all Earthlings and I have a type advantage over that being a Magizoologist, so it took a lot less time to complete. The other side of that would be that if I got like werewolves, dark wizards, these are things I don't have strong power against and strong buffs, and I took a lot longer. So what I did was I took those and I worked out an average, dark mark there, and what I found was that after 30 minutes previously you got 15,000 experience. 30 minutes of grinding level 1 chamber will give you around 4,000 experience roughly, depending on how quickly you defeat it. And Ruins chambers level 7 over the course of 30 minutes will give you pretty much the same, around 4,000 experience as well, give or take the enemies that you get. Now that means that if you are going for experience in fortresses, it doesn't matter now which one you go for, they're all pretty much going to give, and I think that's the way they've balanced it, so the XP isn't a huge factor within fortresses, because from fortresses, they are the things that you gain fragments from for your challenges section, and they are also the area that you will gain some rewards in terms of fragments for the registry. Now, if you think about that, then what you want to do now in terms of taking down fortresses, if you want fragments quick, then level 1 is going to be the best chamber to take down, because you'll get through a lot of rune stones, but you will get those rewards quicker than if you were to grind over 30 minutes for them with a chamber level 7. Now, I don't recommend doing that anymore though. I recommend always take down the highest level, because at some point you are probably going to complete your challenges section in your registry for level 1s. So level 1 you do get easier fragments. So we can see here that I've been grinding them and therefore it's at gold already. And the higher levels you go, the higher the rewards in terms of the section as it progresses you will get. So for example, I took down a level 8 for the first time and I got my first dark mark. So we can see that the benefit of taking those down is that you get better challenge rewards, and if you keep grinding level 1s, yes, you'll get fragments quicker for your registry section, the exploration, but you won't get as many challenges that you need, and eventually at some point you're gonna have to do that anyway. So all in all, take down those higher tiers, the highest you can, and might want to not use brain elixirs for that. If you're looking for XP now, the best place to go is just out in the wild. You can grind about 10,000 plus experience from them. I was looking at Wizards News, who put out a table of his experience going out grinding, and if you're in a area where you can constantly walk into spawns, you're going to get over 10,000 experience by the end of it, especially if you bump into any horned serpents along the way, because they give you 1,000 experience with a brain elixir on. So definitely save them for that. Fortresses are now, they're not their main way to gain XP now, and I genuinely am not bothered by this. I think it represents how the game should be balanced. The game is an AR game. Niantic's whole ideology is get people out and about walking. Fortresses, I can sit in my car and do a fortress. So it will encourage us to get out and walk a bit more, which I don't think is a bad thing. And yes, when we actually have some motivation to go for those higher levels and get those challenges, where before it's like, well, I kind of want to boost my level up first. It doesn't give us that conundrum anymore. So I'll put a link down in the description below to the image that I create that lists all those details that I've put down on here, and hopefully you guys find that helpful, and it helps you kind of work out how much experience you're going to get from the levels that you're playing at. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That is all from me. See you guys soon.